Hi everybody, how's it going? It is July 6th, Saturday, July 6th. Sorry, that lighting's terrible. It's race day, so we are going to get everything loaded up. Just kind of a quick refresher on things that's went on throughout the week. It is 4th of July weekend. Had a nice 4-day weekend for myself and my family. Went and did some firework things on 4th of July. Hope your guys' was safe and awesome as well. Also, with the big long 4-day weekend, I had a little bit of extra time to go through the car and kind of make some adjustments, kind of fine-tune some things. I had an axle seal that went bad 2 weeks ago, so I had to replace that. Really simple, easy fix, nothing too big. Other than that, man, it's just been some little piddly stuff here and there that I've kind of picked up on. I made a little catch for my shifter, so I don't have to use a bungee cord no more, which is awesome because I broke a bungee cord during hot laps one night and that kind of sucked, driving with one hand. So with that being said, we are going to get everything loaded up and get ready to go. First things first though, I gotta show you this. This is just scary. So this is just to show you the size of the animals here in the state of Missouri. That is bird crap. My hand for reference. We have some seriously large birds around here, apparently. So I'm going to get the truck washed off first. I know what you're thinking, Joe, what's the point of washing the truck off if you're just going to a dirt track race? Because it's just going to get dirty again anyways. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to stare at that all the way down there for 45, 50 minutes. I just can't have that. So I'm going to wash the truck off and get everything loaded up and pointed in the right direction. We're going to head south and go do some racing. Feeling pretty confident about tonight. Made a bunch of changes on the car. Hopefully everything runs right. We'll find out here probably in the next video. See you guys. So one other thing real quick. I wasn't gonna say anything about it, but I figured, what the hell, why not? Excuse me. I ran into a little bit of a sweetheart of a deal. My brother has a mod that he's trying to sell, and he offered it to me for the big brother little brother price, if you know what I mean. So I'm gonna jump on that opportunity. My poor Harris car is probably gonna go away next year. It's ready for retirement. It's a 2002. It's 22 years old. It's bent in places that you just can't fix. So that being said, lucked into a really good opportunity. I'm going to jump on it just as soon as I can come up with the money for it, and that'll be next year's project, unless this thing pisses me off or I wreck it or something, which is a really good possibility too. So just thought I'd let you guys in on that little bit of information. Just want to thank all my fans for coming out today to watch me race. Alright, made it down here, Central Missouri Speedway. We have a, man, is that in focus? Yeah, it's in focus. So, they have a 3,000 to win B-Mod race tonight and a 1,000 to win stock car race. So we got a lot of stock cars and a lot of B-Mods here. I haven't seen how many we have in the Midwest mods for my class, but I drew a 90. So I will be starting in the back. More to follow. After hot laps, the fan ate the upper radiator hose. I had to run around and borrow a radiator hose from somebody, so got that fixed, got all the water back in it. Went out we were second heat. Car it's ran better than it's ever run. Honestly, it is really, really good. Still a little tight, but I think that's a lot of it's just me not driving it, not knowing what I'm doing. It just doesn't have a whole lot of right side bite. So gonna do a little bit of adjustments to it. The track's really slick right now. It's not like muddy slick. It's like it's getting fast. It's dry slick. So gonna do some changes, work on the tires, and then go back out for the feature. Then I gotta pull the radiator hose, go back to the dude that I borrowed it from. All right, here we go. Thank you. You want to hear something funny?
What happened?
That's my gas pedal. Fucking came out.
Like we were like, I looked up and I was like, where's Dad? Meg's like, I don't know.
I went to fucking pick it. I mean, I was on one car's ass. I was like, I'm gonna actually pass somebody. And I'm like, where'd my gas pedal go?
No, not no more. Yeah.
Well, feature did not go as planned. I was actually making progress. Unfortunately, the throttle linkage broke. Dude, if it ain't one thing, it's another. What a mess. Car actually felt good. I felt like I could make up some time. I was catching the guy in front of me, and all of a sudden the throttle, the throttle doesn't work anymore. It's frustrating, it really is, but oh well, we'll fix it, come back out again. As soon as the race is over, we're gonna watch the fireworks and then head home for the eve. Alright, here's the complete rundown. Last night was kind of a disaster. In the heat race, or excuse me, in the hot laps, the fan, 8 radiator hose, I had to borrow a radiator hose from one of the B-Mod guys, which, fantastic, thank you so much for that, you're a lifesaver. I didn't even catch your name, dude, but you're awesome, you know who you are. In the heat race, car just didn't seem to handle very good. I got hard locked over on the steering wheel at one point down to 1 and 2, and it didn't want to snap out of it. And when it did, finally everybody was gone. They trucked off and left me. Not much I can really do about that. That was just probably just poor driving on my part. Got ready to go out for the feature. I told my daughter yesterday to put the lug nut socket back in the toolbox, and she did. It was just in the toolbox that we leave at home, not the one that we use to go to the racetrack. So I couldn't pull tires off the car to prep tires at all, which was not that big of a deal, but it was, at the moment, I was upset about it. Went to fire up for the feature. The starter was hanging half off the car. It didn't, the bolts had backed out on it. One of the other guys came over and held the starter up long enough for me to get started. I knew I couldn't shut the car off once we lined up because I'd have to get push started. Lined up for the feature race and went out, and the car handled great. I was starting to gain on the guy in front of me. Went to jump onto the front stretch, stepped on the gas pedal, and nothing happened. The pedal was just, it wasn't hooked to anything. The little rod came loose from the pedal itself and fell down. It's like one more thing to add to the list of stuff that needs to be fixed. I really didn't think I was going to have to check literally every nut and bolt on this thing every time you go out, but apparently you do. The starter, I get that, man, it vibrates loose or whatnot, but I mean, it is what it is. The good thing is, didn't have any run-ins with anybody. We actually, when it was running good, it felt great. I was going forward. I was catching the guy in front of me. And technically, I could have drove it on the trailer last night if I just had a piece of wire or something to wire the throttle together. I'm going to put this one in the W column. It was a successful disaster. A series of unfortunate events, as it is. Anyway, guys, if you've stayed this long in the video, like, share, subscribe, do all those things. You can check me out on Instagram, pigpin13, pigpin_13, PIGPIN_13. You want to see some live content, come over to Twitch, twitch.tv/pigpin13, PIGPIN13. I should be doing a lot more iRacing on there. Right now I'm kind of stuck on Tarkov. Some of the leagues that I'm in right now aren't really running because of the holiday weekend and whatnot. But come check me out over there. Until next time, peace. One other thing, huge shout out to Central Missouri's track crew. They had an issue last night. They had a lightning strike and it took out the PA system. And they did a fantastic job. The show ran flawlessly. They had an awesome fireworks show. And it was a good night, really, as far as that goes. So huge shout out to those guys for keeping the ball rolling. Somebody set off the dog alarm. Anyway, it was a really good night. So, huge shout out to those guys.